Hey, welcome back, guys. All right, Capricorns, let's go ahead and jump on in, Caps. We've got a Seven of Pentacles. That Seven of Pentacles is all about growth. Something that Capricorn planted a long time ago could be starting to take shape specifically into this week. We got a Queen of Swords upright. That Queen of Swords looks like truth, clarity, peace, harmony. If Capricorn has something that is like changing, transforming in their life, it could be that somebody like has seen what Capricorn's been, developing, and it's like, wow, this is a fabulous idea. I can see it now. If this is about career path, and right now there's nothing to suggest that it's about love. If this is about career path at all, Capricorn could really be starting to like, be noticed, be recognized for their skills, for the things that they are able to develop, the things that they are doing really well. This could be gaining traction. I almost feel like, I mean, for some Capricorns, this could be like they're about to get some kind of a job offer to go abroad. And it's like, wow, this is amazing. This is catching fire. Like, we totally, want to offer you more here. This could be a boss figure who wants to offer something to Capricorn. We also have the Strength card. Everything is like, it's a juggernaut energy. It's like, it's taken a long time to get here, but now that it's here, it's just taking off. Now, let's say this were about relationship. This would be two people who have known of each other for quite some time, maybe just been friends for a very long time. And all of a sudden it's like, we're not just friends, are we? There's feelings that have been growing, and all of a sudden the light bulb goes on. This could be two people that have been at a distance, and it's like, why don't you come visit me? Why don't you come here? I feel like we have like Switzerland here. We have someplace like, let's meet for a weekend at some amazing like spa or chateau, or I've got this grand idea. This feels, if this is about romance, it is going from a long, slow burn to, oh my gosh, we are like really attracted to each other. Let's do something incredibly romantic, because all of a sudden, like, my heart's sweating over you. If that is the way this is going, this could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We also have strong Leo energy here, but it would be that feelings are now being illuminated, and like, wow, I don't know how I wasn't already all turned on. I'll never be able to look at you as a friend again. This is the point of no return. If this is about relationship, there's not going to be a chilling out. This is like full steam ahead. All of a sudden somebody finds Capricorn so freaking attractive. They're not going to be able to like reverse this. We've passed the point into like great passion, great transformation. I can't be friends with you anymore, Capricorn, because I want you. And now that bridge has been crossed, it's one of the rare times that we see a 10 of Swords as such a positive, because it's like, oh, the days of wondering how we feel about each other are so over. The days of like kind of angst or worry about like, do they like me? Do they not? That is over. And now it's like, okay, this is full steam ahead. Now here's the only problem. If anybody backs out, we could have heartbreak. We have the Hierophant upright, though I don't see anybody backing down. This feels like what is coming. And the reason I'm saying in like a week's time is just because that Seven of Pentacles, usually I look at this as something that's taken a long time to get here, but then everything kind of picks up speed, and it's like, oh wow, within a week, something that took 7 months to develop is now going to suddenly blossom. And so I just feel like this is kind of coming on really, really fast. But it's like, this is the person I'm going to marry. I can see it. I can feel it with this Hierophant here. Like, this is my person. I know this now. King of Cups. This is love. This is no longer, nobody's playing around. If we went from long-term friends to then realizing that we're attracted to each other, to then admitting it, like, we jump right into a big serious, like into the deep end of the pool. Like, I mean, there could be the message of I love you. There could be talk of staying together, moving in together, like one romantic getaway. And then it's like, oh, we just moved in together. We've been friends, though, for so long. It does not, I mean, it's a very specific message. This is somebody that Capricorn has already had a lot of connection to for quite a while. And there's no more delaying. There's no more waiting. If anything, it's like, God, it's a bummer that we ever, dated other people while we still pretended we were just friends, because we could have already had more time together instead of wasted time with other relationships. Because I do think that this is about love, and now that we have the Hierophant, I mean, it still could be about business related, but we've got emotions here, and we've got like long-term connection, and we've got that third eye opening. So now I'm doubting that this is just about career. If it were about career, all I can say is, again, there's no turning back. This is like a huge blossoming career. This is like, oh, wow, I'm literally going to be moving from my job. And now the only thing is, God, why couldn't this have happened like 4 years ago? Why did it take so long? But I'm kind of inclined to say this is more like Capricorn and this either air person or water person. They are feeling like, God, we ate up like at least a year, let's say 4 quarters. So maybe they've known this for like a year. They were both intrigued by each other, interested in each other. There was more than friends that was growing, but they still took this so slow. And in the meantime, it could have been like, both of them went out on dates with at least 2 different people. And it's like, God, yeah, it kind of drove me nuts seeing you with somebody else. Like, why'd we do this when we knew that we were interested in each other? Look, even if there's been some kind of wasted time and now it's like it's so obvious we know what we know, this just feels like it doesn't matter anymore because we got the clarity. It might even be that both of them are going to be revealing some things that the other one didn't know. Like, I was so bummed out when I saw you with so and so. That's why I started to date that other person, because I was like, okay, well, you're not interested in me. And it's like, what? When I saw you with them and I thought you were so happy, that's why. Then I ended up dating somebody else. It feels like they both maybe did some of that. This third eye being open, and then you notice that there's the light, shining again, kind of like from the top of the hat, but like the third eye. All of this is like 2 people have known maybe from the gate that they had something special, but they took a while and wasted some time, admittedly, that they could have just acknowledged what they knew all along. But the fact that finally they can talk about it, finally this is coming in where this long, slow, like, I don't know, do you think of me? Do they care about me? This agonizing journey is over. Princess of Coins, and the new journey really begins. I feel like these 2 now do have to get to know each other in a whole different way. Knowing each other as friends who they fantasized about for a period of time is one thing. Getting to know each other in a romance, that is still going to be totally different. This is where they start to discuss totally different chapters of life, like serious chapters of life. You notice how we've got like, what are we going to build together? I feel like this seems sudden, but not sudden all at the same time. And this could be something that took so long to get here, and now in the span of like a week, it could be that one conversation that Capricorn and this person have where it's like, okay, we just laid all of our cards on the table, didn't we? Yep. Okay, so what we're saying is we're not actually friends anymore, are we? Nope. So what we're saying is there's actually a ton of emotion here, a ton of desire here, and we're both now finally admitting, oh, well, I was interested in you a long time ago. Okay, so now we're officially, we're like going to be together. Yep. So now what do we do with that? Well, now I guess we should talk about the stuff that people in a relationship talk about. Where do you want to live? What are we going to do? Should we start a business together? What's your plan for the future? What's your big dream? Where do you want us to be in a year? Do you want to buy a house together? Should we rent? What should we do? What's all of your wishes? Let's lay out. And I do see like this interesting calendar up here that's, kind of like a combo of a calendar with the rainbow's arc with like the horn of plenty all rolled into one. And it's like, tell me everything that you want so that we can start building this as a team together. It's interesting because this feels like a very fast forwarded connection where there was so much friendship for so long, or colleagues that worked together for so long, to have everything suddenly shift gears. The friendship that becomes like the love story, and then the love story takes off like a rocket. But they already have a foundation of like enjoying each other's company, liking each other, finally acknowledging what they've wanted for a long time. Both people. I don't know why this was ever kept secret. We'll ask that in just a second. But at this point they can finally like really talk. What should we do? Where should we go? What do you want a relationship to look like? What's your biggest wish for us in a partnership? Why was this not, what took so long for Capricorn and this person? What took them so long? Prince of Cups. I mean, some of the stuff that takes so long is the action. There had to be action toward each other. There had to be, maybe these two knew each other for far too long first. And then it was really hard to go from, I know them, I've worked with them. How do I, it can be more awkward sometimes the more we know somebody in a non romantic context to then shift gears and be like, I actually have developed feelings for you. Yeah, Six of Swords here. I think that both of them tried to like fight these feelings. Both of them worried that, what if you're still hung up on an ex? I mean, I've seen you date other people. Maybe both of them tried to give each other space and thought about, like saying, hey, I'd like to date you, but then both held back at different times. Ace of Swords, they were both pretty blind to the fact that they could have written a life story together some time ago if either one of them had just spoken up. I really feel like this is one of those situations, though, where maybe things had to take this long. Maybe this is good. I mean, they certainly seem very clear now and very happy and very much like, how can we have a happy ever after? I want to be happy with you. I want you to be happy with me. Ten of Swords, no more of this wasted time. Again, with the Ten of Swords, it says, I think both of these characters, their biggest thing is, I just want to make sure we're not going to break up and go have to watch each other get with other people. Like, we're done seeking, right? We found what we're looking for in each other. I think that's the number one reassurance that both of these characters want. Is that, let me just ask, how do they view, now let me ask first, Capricorn, what's Capricorn really want with them? Two of Swords, hang on, Capricorn's still being a little bit cagey, not telling them exactly what they want. High Priestess, Capricorn's like, I want to know that this is real and that they like energetically really do feel a bond to me, but I don't know how to say that. I want to make sure that they can feel my energy and that this really is a spiritual and really important bond. Okay, what about them? What do they really want from Capricorn? The Hermit, this is the wounded healer. This is like, has Capricorn's heart really always been beating for me? Is this, like Capricorn is like ready to come home into my arms? Four of Pentacles, it's like both of these characters want reassurance. Like, you really, really have wanted me all this time. You really, it's me that stayed on your mind. Four of Pentacles is like holding back, but no longer. They want to make sure that Capricorn is really going to open up to them. They see Capricorn as having been kind of like aloof for some period of time. They want to know that Capricorn has thought of them even during times when, Capricorn was either single or it's like both of these characters want a reassurance that this does really matter, right? This is the stuff that they're not really saying out loud, though. I want to not be alone anymore, but I want to know that you really want me, not just that you want somebody. How do I know if this is really real, that you kind of feel the same way that I do, that there's been, this long, drawn out, like subtle interest in each other that we've never acted on, but really, we've really both felt the same way about each other. Like, that's what I keep getting off of these cards. Let's get one last card. We'll say Universe. What's the advice to the two of them? Empress, just get busy nurturing this connection. And the two of them will probably start to like build that trust even more when they start treating each other nice, spending more time with each other, showing each other like, I care about you. I care about this relationship. I want to like make sure that I pay close attention to you and show you that I love you. If they both just quit worrying about like, but does this person really care about me? If they both just go with what they feel for the other one, which is, I care about you. Let me show you how I care about you. It says that's going to be the quickest way to them building the trust and having this amazing relationship that can finally like really, really blossom. Because it's interesting. We see them like going to be serious, but then we still see these little fears inside. Like, oh God, what if they don't really want me? Not really. What if? But we see like they can get beyond that fear. All right, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you so much, Capricorns. Thanks for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up.